battle over tidelands to breaking ground on the Popp's Ferry Bridge extension. It's certainly been an interesting year, an exciting year in Biloxi.
It has, and here for a look at 2024 and perhaps a look forward. Here's Biloxi Mayor FoFo Gilich. Mayor, thanks for joining us, and we'll start right off the bat with the Popp's Ferry extension. Just getting that ribbon cutting and the groundbreaking going has got to feel good. This has been a major struggle to try to get all this going, and you feel like now it's finally starting to go forward.
Absolutely. It was, it was a battle for a few years, but we landed a lot of things. A lot of things came in place because it's so important that we complete that roadway, that extension, $1.53, $28 million extension. Then that puts us in line for some things that could come down the road. It touches a major highway. Popp's Ferry is not a state road. No eligible for any kind of state funding. It will be, and it will give us a path to eventually, tie it all the way up to Highway 67. And there's bits and pieces. That's the phase A, and I think the county is trying to take Shriners and eventually pull it in place. But this is the first major step. It's my number one priority coming into this year. Well, we borrowed money for a couple of things, but that roadway extension as well as A.J. Holloway Sports Complex. That was two major things for us, and we completed A.J., paying the last pay app, and now we're probably 18 months worth of work that remains on the extension. So it's it was a big deal.
Right, and a big part of this, and it sets the stage for improvements to the bridge,
Absolutely.
Which is the next step of what you want.
The absolute next step, we were able to get $15 million, $3 million of our money, $12 million of fund to actually make the bridge work. When temperatures change and things don't align, you got people with crowbars trying to make sure that, 15 minutes seems like 2 hours if you're waiting on that bridge.
Right.
So we're going to make sure that's a big part. That's coming next. We in the middle, Duval is the contractor and the folks that do that sort of work, and so that's the next step for that. But funding is there, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. I hope I'm still around when that happens.
Me too. He lives on the other side of that bridge.
And the morning not bad, in the afternoon. No, we all know the struggles with that, and hopefully that'll come to fruition. You were talking about the ball fields out at A.J. Holloway. You now have the field turf there in the infields with those, be able to have more tournaments and compete. With that in mind, with recreation, things like that, we go down to the beach and still trying to get the main pier in the city, the Porter Avenue Pier, and that's been a struggle, the Lighthouse Pier. A lot of the other ones have come into place. That one's still kind of in limbo. When we go down there, we talk to people, they love going out on that.
Well, what happened, in 19 when Zeta hit us, and there was a couple of opportunities that FEMA put on the table. So if it cost you $1 million to rebuild it as it was, they would offer another $1 million to mitigate it, to keep it from happening again. So we've been going around and around on what it would cost to rebuild it as was. Bottom line, our engineers' opinion of professional, construction costs was $1.2 million. We thought they would agree to $1.2 million. That'd give us $2.4 million in a $4 million project. That project, once we build this pier, and my commitment is we're not going to build it again because of the breakwater and the concrete and the flow through and all those attachments that will eliminate. But we had a number of storms, Cristobal, Zeta, and all this other stuff. And so it's been a continuing, and that's my top priority, to rebuild a couple of things that we've been on go around with FEMA for a number of years. And now we're hopeful the new administration and the new FEMA light and the things that have happened across the country will help us, grease that path.
Bottom line, you want to build them right going forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It doesn't need to happen again. It's been happening for 30 or 40 years.
Again, the third time I've been faced with.
That's incredible over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And so we had some developments and news in the last couple of weeks about casino sites, the Tullis and Tivoli sites.
Yeah.
The Tullis sites gets the go-ahead from the Gaming Commission.
Right,
and
suitable gaming site.
And the Tivoli having some obstacles now come up. Just give us the latest updates on where those sites
they
are.
They actually presented, the final arguments at the Gaming Commission in December. They will probably make that call in January when the Gaming Commission meets in Biloxi. I think it's the 16th of January. So we're hopeful. But, again, Tivoli, I'll tell you a quick little story. Tivoli spelled backwards, so I love it. That's how it got its name. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. Okay.
But The wife of the original, builders of the Tivoli. That was brought up at the Gaming Commission meeting.
Wow.
But I didn't know that. But anyway, we're hopeful that will move forward. And these lawsuits that people think that they have to sue, that'll be straightened out. But bottom line, every time you delay a project, it costs more, and it just presents obstacles to progress.
So,
With all that in mind, obviously as a mayor, you want progress. You want to keep going forward and have more things going on economic. What about those that say maybe we're not saturated, but we've got enough? Do you try to find the balance in that, or in this case case by case with casinos and things like that, you feel like this is the best path forward?
Free market takes care of business. In every business, market takes care of business. And like there was a motor company, a car company that said, "I'm real excited." Right? Remember that one?
Yes.
Anyway, I am real excited about what lays in our future, and we got to keep our foot on the pedal. And business will take care of itself.
and do you see the market? Is there a market there to continue building developments in Biloxi?
Well, I mean, these folks are pushing what needs to be up. You're not talking. It could be another $1 billion worth of construction and projects, and 2,000 hotel rooms.
Huge numbers there.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah. And going in 2025 is an election year. You said you're running for re-election.
I am, and I'm excited about that. So,
There you go. You heard
but
here
it
first
is.
or second.
We've got everything in motion, and it's no time to be. We can't. We just keep pushing, and that's what I intend to do. So,
Do you feel good? I was thinking about this the other day. Finally, on the other side of all the paving that happened on Division Street and the roads in Biloxi, all the infrastructure, finding the creosote down under there, that's finally almost in the rearview mirror,
that
right?
project we've just discussed the last application of
There
that
you go.
$44 million the pay app. It's a big giant spreadsheet, and whatever you did, you get paid for it. So that's called the St. Michael's project. That's coming to a close by February. It's going to be done. They talk about final paving of all that east of west of Oak Street, as well as the boulevard, right by the Coliseum.
All right.
Yeah.
Got an
There you go.
update there.
All right.
Mayor FoFo Gilich, thanks for joining us. We're out of time, and we thank all of you for joining us here on WLX News this week. Happy New Year.